I'm like, what the hell he on? He don't know I'm goated. Need to ask him, what the hell he on? Get in the booth, release the truth like a pheromone. You always on that small talk, don't even text my phone. But look, didn't you know I was sick with the flow? You probably didn't, cause they don't wanna hear rich shit anymore. These the modern ways of the world, so that's just how it goes. I know I'm dope, but never put a line up into my nose. Since we were born to make mistakes, I be like, you weren't born empty-handed. Inside your spirit are gifts, ways your soul remembers how to see, feel, heal, and create. Everyone has at least one of these gifts that I'm gonna talk about in this video. They just show up in different ways. They awaken when you calm and align with love instead of fear. Think of them as frequencies of consciousness that activate as the soul matures and aligns with its divine blueprint. Its core categories are spiritual gifts. They generally unfold through 4 layers of perception: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Yo, what up with y'all out there? Welcome back to the Sacred Soul Network. And on this episode, we're going to talk a little bit about the 7 different families of spiritual gifts, your natural magic that resides in you, and how to tap into it. First family of spiritual gifts I'm going to talk about is the intuitive and psychic gifts. So if you're clairvoyant, that means you're a seer. Clear seeing, you receive intuitive images, symbols, or visions, often in dreams or meditation. You can see beyond this 3D realm. Some people see spirits clear as day. So if you're clairvoyant, you see spirits clear as day. Now if you're clairaudient, that means you got clear hearing, and you receive messages from the unseen through inner voices, tones, things of that nature. So you tapped in to the unseen through your hearing. Now if you're clairsentient, you got clear feeling. You pick up on vibes and emotions from people and places just like that. So it's automatic for you. Now if you're claircognizant, you got clear knowing, instant understanding. People with this spiritual gift often wonder how they know certain things. They just do. Now clairalience, that's clear smelling. People with this spiritual gift, they pick up on phantom sense, sense from the unseen, sense from another realm, that type of stuff. Now the spiritual gift, clairgustance, is very rare. Clairgustance means you got clear tasting, you can taste energy. Now people who got this spiritual gift might receive spiritual messages through the sense of taste, even when no physical substance is present. For example, you might suddenly taste coffee or tobacco while receiving a message from a spirit who used to smoke or drink. Now moving on to the next family of spiritual gifts, the healing gifts and the alchemical gifts. The energy healers, the Reiki healers, the ones that can move energy with their hands or intention. The sound healers, they can use their voice, tones, or instruments to balance energy, like sound bowls, tuning forks, things of that nature. If you're a crystal healer, you can program stones for healing. If you got the spiritual gift of having plant and herbal intuition, you can sense where herbs or plants can help certain ailments. If you got the spiritual gift of being an emotional alchemist, you can turn pain into wisdom. If you got the gift of being a quantum timeline healer, you can work across past or parallel lives to release karmic blocks. Now the next family is prophetic and channeling gifts. Now if you carry the gift of prophecy, you can see or sense possible futures through vivid visions. Now the dream workers, you get messages of healing in dreams. The Akashic record readers, you can read soul records for wisdom. Now the mediums, you connect with ancestors or higher beings. Now the channelers, you let divine energy speak through you. Now the ones who carry the gift of being an automatic writer, the words flow without planning. It be messages from your higher self. Now the next family, the empathetic gifts, the emotional empath. You can feel what others feel. You got earth empathy. You can feel the moods of nature, land, or animals. If you carry the gift of having ancestral empathy, you can sense family or lineage emotions. If you carry the gift of having heart coherence, you can calm or uplift people just through your presence. Now the next family of spiritual gifts, the elemental and manifestation gift. Now if you carry an elemental connection working with earth, air, fire, water, or spirit, Now, if you carry the gift of having weather or energy influence, you can shift vibrations in nature. And if you have the gift of being a grid worker, you can send light into land or planetary energy lines. Now, if you have the gift of working with sacred geometry, you can use shapes or patterns to hold energy. Now, if you just have the gift of manifestation, you can turn thoughts and emotions into real outcomes. Now, the next family, having the gift of teaching and being creative. Now, if you have the gift of being a spiritual teacher, you can share higher truths in simple ways. Now, if you got the gift of discernment, you can know instantly what's true and what's false. If you have the gift of working with light language and tongues, you can speak sound codes that can heal others. Now, if you have the gift of using prophetic art, you can channel message through art, music, or writing. Now, if you carry the gift of being a community leader, you can gather people into healing circles or meaningful missions. Now, the next family of spiritual gifts, the mystical gifts. If you got the gift of astral travel, your soul travel during sleep or meditation. If you carry the gift of being a remote viewer, you can see places or events from afar. For the ones who carry the gift of timeline navigation, you can sense or change future paths. If you carry the gift of being able to tap in to your divine union consciousness, that means you can merge masculine and feminine within you, just like that. Now, if you carry the gift of having miracle energy, you can shift physical reality through love or faith. Now, if you carry the gift of being a light transmitter, you heal simply just through being. How can you recognize your spiritual gifts? Well, notice what comes naturally. Spiritual gifts feel like homecoming, not striving. Track your emotional charge. What moves you deeply often hides a gift you need to feel. Pay attention to synchronicity. Light mirrors your strongest creatures. Stay grounded. True mastery is balance. Make the earth anchor your spirit. Quick activation tips for your spiritual gifts. Feel the spirit. Place one hand on your heart and one on your crown. Then say out loud, I am ready to remember. I activate the gifts I came to share. I use them in harmony and divine service. But that's it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. And if you're into this type of content, that means you're a sacred soul who realizing that you're here to do more than just exist. You're here to stand on spiritual business. I'm out. If you ain't on the same frequency, you won't understand it. Won't knock me off alignment. I keep them chakras balanced. And I ain't willing to do the things they do for Grammys. I'm literally a motherfucker. You should ask your mammy. They ask me, who do you believe in? Then I say myself, and then they label me a heathen. I woke up out that spell, but I'ma let them keep on sleeping. Ask me why I feel like that. I say I got my reasons. Your prayers I don't need. The word belief got a lot in it, so don't call me crazy.